Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Justice League, issue number 30. This was pretty good book. There were a couple of cool moments in here. It kind of, I'm not going to say it fell flat, but it didn't do for me what a book of this magnitude should have done to me. What I've been expecting, what I just, open up a Justice League book and was like, oh my god. But they did make an improvement that I had complained about a while ago. Let's go and talk about that after we talk about who made the book. So, Scott Snyder and James Tynion IV are the writers. George Jimenez on art. Alejandro Sanchez on colors. Tom Napolitano doing the letters. Francis Manipool doing the cover. And Jay Anceletto and Romulo Ferraro Jr. doing the variant cover. And here we go. So, the big thing that I didn't like, oh, by the way, this is Justice Doom War Part 1. Yeah, Justice Doom War Part 1. Anyway, I didn't like how Luthor was portrayed. I really didn't like the, I'm crazy and silly and blah, 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 like with a freaking Jolly Rancher nonsense. I really didn't like that. Fortunately, there's only one issue. Plus, there was a couple of other comic books that kind of crossed over with this. The Dark Gift, You're the Villain stuff, where Luthor was portrayed like that, and I didn't like it there either. But there was really only one issue of it here, and I'm glad that's over with. I'm glad this is a much more serious, badass, hey, I'm going to kill you, Luthor. Because I never want to think of that freaking Jolly Rancher dude ever again. This was a badass team with a whole lot of people in this, good guys and bad guys. And I'm telling you, man, I'm having a little tiny bit of a hard time wondering which is the more dangerous book right now. Which one actually puts the heroes in more trouble? Is it this or the Batman Superman book? Because they're both pretty badass as far as making you think, people could actually die in this one. But Starman, I know it's, the Justice League, whatnot, but I'm kind of looking at Starman as being the head of this whole thing, which is a good thing, which I really like. And mind you, there's supposed to be two Starmen in the history of the DC universe, two main ones at least. I don't know if there's a third one someplace. And one of them was actually the father of Stargirl, passed on that cosmic control rod, the cosmic rod, which we see in this issue too. And I was really expecting to see her father at one point, because we do see her father's team. Just saying. And that really did me good. That made me happy. I'm kind of imagining that I think I know where this is going to go. I think I know that we're going to wind up seeing Stargirl at one point. I really hope that we do, because as soon as, and I'm positive that's her staff. It's got to be. The second that I saw that staff, I'm just like, oh God, yes, please. Please let me see this. Let this happen, please. Anyway, there's a picture in here where the serious Lex Luthor is walking, and behind him is Perpetua with her in her saggy-breasted godliness, and it was actually a pretty cool picture. Like, this actually looked like, if you saw this coming, you'd be like, oh yeah, I'm screwed, blued, and tattooed, baby. There ain't nothing I can do. I'm dead. I'm dead. Like, just listen. Just here's my throat. Please make it quick, pretty please, because wow, yeah, like. It genuinely makes you feel as though you're screwed. It makes it feel as though you've got no chance in hell, even with a team of this epic magnitude standing behind you. Like, nah, look at what they got. The whole book, the diaspora, the back and forth and everything like that, it was cool. This right here is probably the only part that I didn't really get too much. Why does she need to leave? The whole feelings for Johns and all that stuff. Yeah, I'm just, no, I get it. It's not Shiara. It's actually Kendra, but yeah, I just don't know that I actually want to see that. Why are they always trying to put a Hawk with somebody else? They're always trying to put a female Hawk with somebody else. I'm sorry. Has anybody here ever actually read a Hawkman comic book? Because this is, I'm just not believing this. But like I said, the main thing is that Luthor actually feels like a genuine threat. When you see a team like this come together, and they're all operating under a god and a god-empowered Luthor, that is what it feels like to actually be afraid of the monsters under your bed. So Could have used a little bit more Jaro. Anyway, this was good. I'm not going to say this was an amazing book. All right, where this is the start of the Justice Doom War. I know it's just the beginning. I know, like, everything's been a setup. So having this as a setup also almost feels like a redundancy issue. But they do drop everybody off in different places. We do get to see one guy and one team, both in different time periods, that I think is going to make you smile. I looked at this as like, okay, I should have expected this. This one I did expect, but I'm not at all complaining. So both of them were pretty good, even if they weren't necessarily surprises. Anyway, guys, definitely consider checking this out. Justice League issue number 30. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.